went to the market open. Lots of gold. That's really been the trending asset class. For the Nifty, of course, it seems like we're headed in for once again a very, very quiet start. And flat for the Nifty, that's where it settled at in the pre-open trades. Let's see which way we actually head in terms of various sector movers. Yesterday, of course, it was all about the Adani names on one hand and IT on the other. It was a bit of a tug of war that was playing out, although not really an apple-to-apple comparison, given the IT weightage is much higher than the Adani pool of stocks. But nonetheless, some of those benchmark heavyweights as well did not really do anything in trade yesterday. But let's see whether the picture changes any much today or not. You've got the Nifty 50 still pretty quiet. 25,240 is where we're currently at for the Nifty. Let's get stock specific. Let's see what the Nifty IT index firstly is up to and whether there is a continuation of the southward sentiment there or not. Nifty IT, little bit of stability actually, 35,549, and it's not in the red, it's just marginally in the green, so at least the selling seems to have abated for now, and that's what you can see for TCS, for HCL Technologies, and the entire gamut of stocks over there. Other than that, of course, like we've been pointing out, a lot of stocks which are in the news this morning, and the day one of festive sales has augured very well for the likes of Hyundai, for Maruti. We were chatting about the DGTR proposition on anti-dumping duty on Chinese cranes. Sangvi, Ace Construction, look out for that. ABB India, CG Power, Siemens, TD Power Systems, LG Equipment. They've also proposed an ADD on Chinese electrical steel for the next 5 years. So these stocks also stand to be a little sensitive to that. There's of course KEC International. It's bagged multiple orders worth about 3243 odd crore rupees for global power projects. And JK Lakshmi Cement, which from 16.5 MTPA has now raised its total capacity to 18. KEC, by the way, has gapped up in trade. It's a 6.5% move that you're seeing on that stock. And JK Lakshmi Cement is well, holding on very well. There you go, KEC up now, almost counting down to a 7% move on that stock. Brigade, the JD in Bangalore for residential project on 7.5 acres, and Alchem Labs, given that they've launched a cancer biosimilar here in India. So these are stocks which are also in focus. K-Fintech, Tata Investment, Vedanta, neutral to negative news flow on these stocks. So look out for what they also do in a trade. Other than that, of course, there's GE Shipping, SCI. Remember, these stocks have been holding up from building ships to hiring them for transportation. That's the new government focus area, is the shipbuilding stocks, which of course are in focus because of that. Other than that, there is of course, the gold financiers, let's check in on those, what the likes of Muthoot and Manappuram are up to. We were just chatting about whether or not you're going to see traction there. So, mildly higher for both Muthoot and Manappuram. They're not really seeing much of traction. I think the big gainer today is the auto pack. So, be it Tata Motors, Hero Motocorp, that's where you're seeing the big moves coming in. Maruti, Hyundai, given that they did account for positive day one Navratri sales come by post the GST implementation. Hero Motocorp, Maruti is your big winner today. 3% of a move coming in on Maruti, and even Hyundai holding up and almost counting down to that 3% gain mark. So that's not looking all that bad. The big move today is actually in IT. Look at the rebound that's actually playing out. Infosys 1% higher. We're seeing similar moves on a TCS, on an HCL Technologies. The selling seems to have abated. Early days yet. I don't know whether this little bit of a strength is going to get sold off into Wipro 0.5% higher. But let's see where these stocks actually settle down in trade. And I can see green ticks and sizable ones at that, even on an M&M as well as iShirt. They as well have held out quite smartly in trade. Srishti, anything else that you spotted?
No, Aisha, I believe that it's only a day of autos yet again coming in, because it's not just some of these OEMs that are buzzing. Along with that, select auto ancillary companies are also buzzing. Just yesterday we spoke with the management of Fiat. They are sounding very positive on the demand going ahead. Almost a 2% jump coming in on this counter. Even some of these counters like Minda Corp, they are also holding on to the gains of 1%. 1%, Suprajit Engineering, Bosch, these are your big movers in today's trading session. Shree Cement, of course, is one of the other candidates wherein brokerage note has come in. That stock is also holding higher by almost 1%. Select Adani Group of counters. There we are seeing a bit of a profit booking kicking in. Within paints, there's continued selling pressure. Kansai Narolac as well as Asian Paints, they are down in the trade right now. A bit of a profit booking is what we are getting to see in some of the other cement counters as well, because Ultratech Cement particularly is down over 1%. But nothing much on the index front, because as of now, Nifty 50 is absolutely flat and so is Nifty Bank. But the good part is they are still holding on to that shade of green. But Kunal, what is your take on